Yeah, well, here, April 23rd, well, the tent here was south wind and snowing, bad visibility for the first couple hours. The sun shined a little bit, and then then the snow came in, and then after a couple hours, it just plain whited out, just totally couldn't see anything at all. Couldn't see the snow drifts. Sometimes it would let up a slightly. The horizons are very low, with rocks, kind of dotted rocks, if you can see them. But it's very confusing. Sometimes the bearing I had were caribou rather than a shoreline. One time I thought I saw a tree about a mile away. It turned out to be a leaf on the ground, on the snow on the lake. But it was pretty difficult going. And I traveled about 7 miles on the Devant lake, and then at the point where it pinched off and there flowed into a rapids. It was the first rapids on the Elk River for myself here. But I shortcut at the rapids. There, about a half a mile to the west. There was like a peninsula that I crossed, and I managed to bypass the rapids. It was still really badly whited out at that time. And I got back on the, it was like a lake, large lake, but I could see where the river had flowed in, where the open water was. It was darker. And I've been following on the ice, there's snow drifts in this areas that have melted slightly, that are, when it's clear, it's like blue ice. And that's the smoothest ice there is. But then in the whiteout condition, I can see that as a shadow. So I usually follow that, try to follow those, the icy part, because there's less drifts there, and I can spot them in a whiteout. And it's kind of embarrassing to say this, but I got a little too close to the open water there and made a slight error. And because it was a gray color, and the gray color happened to be really weak ice, and I went in, but reacted real fast. I just went in 1 foot. My reaction is pretty natural, spontaneously. I just went forward, spread my weight out. Nothing really serious, but it caught me totally off guard. Anytime when something like that totally catches you by surprise, that's something where you got to sit down and ponder a little bit. Looking at it, and it was an incredible learning experience. Good guardian angel, of course. There was no current under. It was a lake. I've had a lot of situations like lake like that, but if you fall in where there's current, it's a very serious situation. But the learning curve was real high. I could spot that when it was just a light tinge of gray, slight different than the gray of that ice I was following. And I've learned from that experience quite a bit. But I was safe. I just got 1 foot wet. It was a real good learning experience. And it's kind of embarrassing talking about that, but I'm safe. There's no issue at all. It was actually good that it happened early on in that condition. It was just a new situation like that, and that's what I'm here to learn. I'm camped now about 2 miles from where the lake system. You can take a look on the Google map there. The lake system pinches off, and there's a lot of rapids. The river starts big time, narrows, many rapids. I think there's a falls in there too. This evening when I made camp, it around about 5 o'clock, I saw a line of clear weather to the southwest. The wind changed to the southwest, and it just turned crystal clear. I mean, it just all of a sudden, it's like a theater curtain went up and clouds vanished, and it calmed down. Totally different day, but and the temperature dropped. But back, I could look ahead at 2 miles where that river narrows down, and there was steam, this fog that kind of condensed out over the lake and kind of flowing out to where it was. And so that's where I'll be tomorrow. And so from now on, things change for me. I'll be on the rivers. The lakes are behind me. A couple more miles, and that'll be it. But I'm here drying off a couple socks in the tent. A little late tonight. And I'll touch base tomorrow with see what the action is. Over and out.